What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we got another Queen Studios products in the house. And this is none other than Ironman Mark 49 Rescue. Limited to $2.99. So this is Pepper Potts, in case you're unfamiliar with the Mark 49 is. So Pepper played a very integral role in the entire MCU, but she didn't actually suit up till Avengers Endgame to really help Tony more or less defeat Thanos. So she had some really cool scenes in the movie, no doubt. And I wanted to get her to go ahead and pair with my Mark 50. So I'll have the 49 and the 50. So here's the box. I have not checked it out yet. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Little Giz. Alrighty. Oh boy. Here we go. Mark 49 Pepper Potts. So you got the base, the body, a few different parts, and that's pretty much it. And an AC adapter for the light up. And I'm going to connect her to my AC adapter. Alrighty, let's set her up. Alrighty, let's get to this. So here is the base. It is nice that Queen finally implemented electricity from this bust. Here's the bottom. So, not a massive base. I would say, it fits my turntable very, perfectly, which tells me this is about 15 inches. Then we got Pepper. But yeah, she just connects right in. Yeah, she is definitely the heavy part. And as far as I can tell, she actually is going to go just like this. Alright. Like so. She has a lot of little styrofoam crap on her, so we'll want to take a duster to her, honestly, before we put her in the display. Yeah, so a few different parts here. Overall, I do like the color of the... is this purple or blue? It's like a purple blue. Now, I didn't see any instruction manual, so you just have to kind of wing it. But as far as I can tell, we'll want to put the big parts on first. So there's a few different parts that go in the back. They're sort of like 4 wings. I'm not sure if these little wings go on it. You get like this, which looks really cool with these holes. Not labeled or anything. However, I don't know if necessarily that one is accurate or if it's this. No, it's that one. Yeah. Freaking styrofoam everywhere. Yeah, so it's nice gold. Oh, the bus already feels so heavy. Alright. Then there's 2 additional wing parts. We'll want to get these attached. So this one says 49 on it, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so that just attached right here. You know, it's attaching over this. So next we'll get the other one, and then there's just the 2 little ones left. And this one does say rescue on it, as you can see. So this will just go right here. So pretty much covered the entire back. Although, kind of feel like I want to put this rescue on first, and then this part. I felt like it wasn't going in quite as good as it should. Oh, well, that's a strong magnet. Alright, so you got to push it in. Yeah, there you go. Nice and lined up. Looks good. So that is Gizmo. Calm down, buddy. Alright, then there's just these 2 little pieces left, which looks like they go on the base. And there you have it. The only other thing left is the AC adapter, and then there also is a remote. So the remote is more or less to control different modes for Pepper. And I need to label these remotes so I don't, you know, I'm going to label them. Alright, so there she is. I'm going to clean her up. We're going to review her, compare her, and set her up in the display and see what we think. Alrighty, folks. So I do have everything all cleaned up. Had to clean up the bus. It had a bunch of smudge marks and styrofoam everywhere, but we got it cleaned up. Overall, it looks fantastic. I do like it quite a bit. Let's check out this COA. So you can pause that and read it if you want to. I'll probably read it later. Again, you do get this remote, which I did label Pepper. And the actual cable they give you is really long. Like, this is like a 5 or 6 foot cable, which is really nice. So yeah, let's check it out. Overall, it's a big bust. It's 31.5 inches tall, so it's quite big. I mean, the base does prop it up a good, 6-7 inches. The actual bust portion, in comparison to other busts, I'd say it's a little bit bigger. It includes more shoulder and a little bit more belly than your average bust. You know, and the head is a little bit bigger because it is hosting a human inside. Granted, it's Gwyneth Paltrow, who's not a very large person. But this would also be like a skin-tight suit because it's the nanotechnology. You know, she does have this type of arc reactor. Now, her arc reactor is not like a detailed one like my other Ironman, the one that pops out. And I actually hate that it pops out. I wish Queen would never do that. But hers is just inside of her, but it's not detailed. It's just blue with a hint of white. And then her eyes are also like a blue. You know, and then she has blue here, here, and there. I assume it all lights up. I have not tested the light up yet. I don't have, I didn't bring an extension cable. But we'll test the light up once we put it next to the Mark 50. So the base, obviously is similar to her like general body features. There is some like little almost like holes right there. She definitely feels heavy, and there's some right there. This is where it'll be lit up, and there's a button to press it. Now on the back, you got the 49 Rescue, again with more holes. So obviously this base is a great complement to the bust. And overall, I think they did a really good job on the design. Really good blues and purple blue, golds, grays, silvers. It all looks very well done. The portrait looks fantastic. Nice, good gold color. Overall, I do like the overall paint app. The only other pepper I owned was the Iron Studios one, which was obviously way smaller, but it was a somewhat similar paint app, but this is definitely superior. This definitely has a lot going on. Like my other Ironman busts, they're like a ton of areas on the like chest and whatnot that don't have a ton of like design, where this one just has so much like intricacies all along this, which I think is really cool looking. Good color as well. It's like a break from the typical Ironman color. The constant red look. Here you get that nice blue purple look. I'm still like undetermined. Is this blue or purple? Because it's kind of like both. Some glances I'd say it's a blue, but it's definitely a purple, but it's a mix of both. Let's go ahead and throw it in the setup. I will say this is definitely a bigger bust, like much bigger than like the Black Panther and all those ones. I'm going to throw it first next to a Hulk buster just so you guys can see it in comparison next to those busts, then we'll throw it down low. Alrighty, so here is a quick size comparison next to Loki, Thanos, and Hulk. She's actually almost the tallest of them all, actually. If you don't include Loki's horns, I think she actually does have the tallest head. I noticed that all the newer busts by Queen, pretty much anything since the Mark 50, they've been making them taller. There's Spider-Man, Pepper, Mark 85, all the new ones. Doctor Strange, Thor, Captain, all are massive. They're making them bigger. Instead of these like 28 inches, 5 inches, they're all making them 31 plus inches tall now, which is great. I always like bigger busts. It does make them hard to display down low, but it does give them more presence. So you can see next to Hulkbuster, she's a good size. She has a good presence on the shelf. And she's definitely a great looking bust. And a great way to improve my display. Check it out. All my Marvel busts. Boom. Alrighty, let's get a few more close-ups and then lower her with Mark 50. Alrighty. Yeah, so look at her base size comparison next to Loki. Definitely bigger than Loki's. His is a good size, but you can see that it is a little bit bigger. Very nice design, though. The Mark 85 is like the exact same design, like same shape. It's just the color of Iron Man is like basically just red and gold and silver. Yeah, so that's the arc reactor, not a detailed one, but I don't know if she even had a detailed one in the movie. And then the eyes. Alrighty, but yeah, there she is. I did get this one cheaper because it did have like a few QC issues. Like there's a few scratches and smudge marks here and there, but not enough to like bug me, especially once it's on display. Every statue has issues. When you look close enough, everything has issues. My Mark 50 has plenty of QC issues. All of my statues do. But yeah, overall she looks great. Let's go ahead and throw her down next to the Mark 50. I'm charging his little arc reactor right now so I can do the light-ups for both. But we're going to go ahead and plug her in, light her up, see how that looks, light up the whole Iron Man display. And then after this, we're just waiting for the Mark 7 bust replacement from Spec Fiction, which should be arriving in March, he said. So I will say I still like the Mark 7 bust the most of all my Ironmans. So yeah, let's put her down load now. Alrighty, YouTubers, check it out. My Ironman display. How cool is that? Very, very cool. So Pepper definitely has bright lights. I only charged the Ironman arc reactor for probably 4 minutes just to light it up. There's no point in charging it long because it's going to die within an hour. But here is how it looks. The Mark 49 next to the Mark 50. I think they pair excellent together. And then above you have Hulkbuster with this Ironman. Now, I don't light up his hands because it's just too difficult removing it and turning it on. The eyes and the chest isn't bad at all on him, but it's just the hands are so freaking annoying and difficult. Plus, his hands aren't lit up either, so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to stick to his being the chest and the head. You know, but the hands are just like removing this and inserting it and then twisting the thing is so hard. Where this, you literally just remove the head, twist a tiny little thing, and then this, you prop it up. You really just push that in, and it turns on and off. Then, of course, you have this. Let's that causes a big blue light. So, Pepper, let's analyze her light up. So there it is. Check that out. So she has exactly as I thought. 3 light ups on the chest, 4 on the head. This Ironman has some in the back. 2 right there, that one, 2. So overall, he does have more because he does have some in the back. She doesn't have any light ups in the back, but it's fine. I mean, I don't care about back light ups. And really, you can kind of just see like right there is a light up, and that's it. She doesn't have rear giant repulsors like he does. She did have like her flaps that come in, but I think it looks great as is. As you can see, Ironman is actually a tad taller, which is good. I would prefer him bigger, honestly. And his head is definitely a little bit bigger as well, you know, being a male. And overall, just the body is much bigger. So definitely makes sense having him bigger of the two. But overall, I do like how I did this display. I think it turned out really good. And then, of course, I even have the Hot Toys Nano Gauntlet there, you know, next to Iron Man, which is kind of, you know, in essence, part of this display. So she does have, when you turn her lights on, her chest does not turn on. Similar to him, like you have to press this button. And then I believe there's a few different modes. Yeah, like look at that. That's really kind of it. I mean, there's that one that kind of like powered up. That one's actually really cool, how it like powers up like that. And this one's just going to be flashing. So it's very similar to this one. I think the big difference is hers is powered by the bust. However, I do believe that her arc reactor should power on every time immediately without pressing that button. But they should have did him as well, like her, where his arc reactor is more in. I don't like the way they have it done. And then it automatically is powered by the bust AC adapter, not a rechargeable battery that dies after a few minutes. So it's funny because in video, her lights look blue. However, in person, I would say the eyes are a tiny bit blue and the head, but the chest is definitely white. That is white in person, I'm telling you. It is not blue. But her eyes definitely have a little hint of blue in it. Just the chest doesn't. Although overall it does look really good. The light up, I think it's sick looking, of course. So let's turn the actual light on now. So you can see it like that. Overall, I do really like it. I think it complements the display, adds a good color change, and definitely looks really good. So now we just need my Mark 7 back. And that'll be the display for now unless we do decide to get Captain America bust and whatnot. You know, that really all honestly depends on my money situation at the time. So like I said, I can put Hulkbuster here if we need to fit Cap bust. And then we get Thor bust and Doctor Strange bust. But all just varies on my money situation at the time. Because these are not cheap, folks. Captain America, Thor, that's with shipping probably $9,000 to $10,000. So very expensive. Anyways, Pepper's a great bust. You know, I would put her Maybe slightly above some of these. Maybe equivalent to like Captain Marvel. But I would say she's better than like Vision and Spidey and Black Panther, and equal with Captain Marvel. But I wouldn't say she's better than Captain Marvel. Although she does feel a little bit bigger, but Captain Marvel with that silicone face, and her sick looking light up as well, beautiful base. She's one of the better ones. I do like the Mark 50 more. The Mark 7 is the best though. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.